All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to episode 1 of the Short Kings Talk podcast. I'm your host with the most. I'm Sid. What's good? What's happening? Next to me is my co-host, Dr. Kelvin. What's good with you?
What's good, yeah?
How you feeling?
Good.
Short Kings Talk, this podcast, we're just going to be talking about life, fashion, fitness, culture, just our personal experiences along with our personal interests, just trying to navigate um day-to-day lifestyle type things, self-improvement, all that good stuff, you feel me? So yeah. And because this is episode 1, if you're tuning in, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And since we're still growing this platform, we would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to the YouTube as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk Everything. Links is all in the description below. My bad. But yeah, with that being said, I think we just got to go straight into it and just answer the question, what defines a short king? And I really want to hear your answer because for me, I'm 5'7", so I automatically fall into the short king category. But for you, you're 5'10". And I feel like a lot of people will argue that you're more average heighted and not really a short king. So I guess a two-part question would be, for you, what's your personal definition of a short king? And then why are you a short king?
Okay, so first part, what is my definition of a short king?
Yeah,
A short king is someone who doesn't let their height get in the way of their goals.
facts.
Right? They go through life, they don't even think about their height.
Yep.
Why am I a short king?
Yeah.
Because I still have to go tippy-toe to grab stuff on the top shelf of my kitchen.
I still think, people are going to say, hey, 5'10", I don't know if that's like a short king, But why do you personally feel like, besides, I guess, reaching for the top shelf, why do you personally feel like you're a short king though?
I just feel like the people I've been hanging with are a lot
Like me?
Well, other than you.
I see how it is.
But you see the other people, they are like 6.
Sorry, we're not all LeBrons, bro. Wow. I see how it is.
But they're all like growing up, because I played a lot of sports, right?
Okay.
So everyone was taller than me.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay.
I was, I guess, average in some regards, and some other places, like when you go to track, like, those people are really, really tall, especially.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess I'm just always like the littler guy in circles.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, same here.
Yeah.
Right. So in general, like, with your own personal experiences, you just feel like a short king.
And I've never heard someone call me tall.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. But then you're also a horizontal short king too, right?
That's true.
Hey, it's all good.
Asians, everything.
Hey, no shame. For real. But no, I agree with you though. Like, I think that short king is definitely the way you convey your confidence, right? You don't let your height affect you at all. You just go about it. You're not necessarily like hella alpha male. I mean, you can be, but then your level of ego and confidence is just like, self-assurance within yourself. You feel me? So like, for me at least, I don't really care that I'm 5'7". I just do what I do and then I just live how I live,
Because you can't change it.
Exactly. You can't change it. Like, I guess medically, but like, that's not worth it.
Yeah, you could break your legs, but
Exactly,
let's not even go into that.
Exactly. And there's an obvious difference between a short king and a Napoleon complex, because people with a Napoleon complex, like, they're more aggro and more short tempered in terms of their confidence and I guess their attitude. You know what I mean? Like, there is a subtle layer of insecurity for their lack of height, I guess, or at least for them, they feel a little insecure. Like, oh yeah, I guess because I'm the small man, I gotta have the big tall attitude.
How do you tell the difference though between someone who is just assertive, right, or someone who's assertive because they're insecure about their height?
Again, I think it's just the attitude. If they're unnecessarily aggro, just especially when they're drunk, I think that's also a good indication too. I think, like, if you're turned and for some reason you're just like, yeah, like, I don't know, in just like the most unnecessary way, it just seems too pushy. Whereas for a short king, like, it is what it is. I think that's, it's just absolute self-confidence, self-assurance that,
No, I agree with that. I just think it's a little bit hard, at least for me, to tell people apart when, like let's just say you have quote unquote a short king who's a little bit short tempered, right?
Yeah.
Versus what we call a Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the reason why they're short tempered is different, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So one of them is more height based and insecure, and the other guy might just be maybe he's dealing with some stuff in his business.
Yeah, with like other stuff,
right?
Yeah,
so
but height doesn't affect.
Right, exactly. So I think that's the main distinction. Is this guy walks around just really thinking about his height all the time,
and then you can just be short and then not a short king. Yeah. I think that's just for people like I guess
short guy. You're just a short guy.
Yeah, I guess beta personality, or would you say someone who's more like timid and soft spoken be not a short king? Because at the same time,
you
like,
got some quiet kings up in there.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a homie, like he's just like locked in. Like, obviously he's more introverted, and he just would rather just stay home. Like, soft spoken, but he is like solid within himself. Like, nothing wavers to him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I be like, like me and his wife are like hella close, like buddies. And then, if I be hanging out with the homegirl, like there's no, discrepancy or anything. Like he doesn't feel some type of way just because he knows how I am. But he's also just solid, like, like my wife's my wife. Like she ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there is a possibility for someone short to become a short king. So I think, there's levels to this. You know what I mean? But so I guess for a quote unquote 5'10" short king, what do you think is the cutoff for a short king?
Height wise?
Yeah, what's the max height limit?
6'6".
Dude, bro, I don't know. As someone who's 5'7",
5'11" is pushing on the higher end, right? I think 5'11", and then obviously anything under.
Anything under?
Anything under.
I don't know. I still think it's like debatable because you're 5'10", like if you're a short king or not. But I'll say this though. I don't realize that you're 5'10" when we're kicking it. Yeah, when you're kicking with something like they're obviously taller. Like I'm not like hella looking up, but I think when we're kicking it, like it just feels a little normal. Yeah. Exactly. So that's why I can kind of see that you got that short king energy.
Yeah,
you feel me? But I'm just saying, like, hey, for anyone watching, just comment below if you think that if Kelvin's a short king or not. He's 5'10".
Just look at the cameras. Just look at your view. We look the same height.
Hey, body ratio. All right, our torso sizes might be the same. You feel me? Yeah, but I think we just had to leave it up to Google. So I think let's look it up on Google. What defines a short king? Because Google has all the answers. All right, this is a weird first definition, but first definition that Google says is a short king is anyone who has the strength of character to flourish in the face of conventional male beauty standards.
That's a definition from The Guardian. We're going to ignore that.
Is it? Oh, I didn't even see that. My bad. Okay.
Urban Dictionary.
All right. Let's go Urban Dictionary. First one. Yeah. So first definition of a short king is something we talked about. It's a man who realizes that his lack of height has nothing to do with his perception of his own self-worth, which is facts. Like being of this height, we're just accepting of it, and we just don't even like really talk about it.
Yeah, just life.
It is what it is. That's first one. All right, let's go, bro. Right. Oh, right here. Okay. Second definition is men under 5'9" to 5'7". Depends on country.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're already like 1 inch like above that. You can look at it, right?
But depends on country though. What's the average height in the
what in America?
Yeah. What do you think of this?
Average height, it has to be 5'10". It's 5'9", dog. It's 5'9".
That's across the world. Oh, no, that's in the US.
But you identify as short king.
No, I'm short.
Horizontally.
When we go out, I'm short. The dude's towering over me.
I feel you, but hey, when I go out with the homies, like, I'm one of the shortest dudes. It's all good.
But that's just an observation. I don't go out and not be like, damn, I wish I was that guy.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah.
Tall dude, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You just walk by, like, it's cool.
Did they write Vegeta as a short king?
Hey, it does. Vegeta is a short king. Hell yeah. No, that's facts though. Snatch the Bulma, all right? When you get to snatch a multi-millionaire chick, probably billionaire
richest woman in the
world,
world.
probably. Third definition is weird. It just says Lionel Messi is a short king, which is also facts. Bro, no. This is fourth definition. Like no one scrolls this low or just to see, duh, bro. Because it says a short king is anyone who is below 6 feet and has a very strong personality.
There you go.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think in the West, anything under 6 feet tall, and that's facts on the apps.
That is facts too. Isn't it great? Did you ever read about how 5'11" is the rarest height on dating apps?
Because you either you lie and go up. Or
Usually you just round up and just go to 6 feet. I was like, whoa, okay, that's super interesting. The thing is, for me though, there's no reason for me to lie.
You're not really close to
the next I'm not gonna go 5'8". You know, right. I'll joke around about it though. Like I'm 5'7", but hey, I'm 5'9" with some Timbs on.
But how accurate?
5'8" with some like Air Maxes. You know,
how accurate can girls discern your height though? In my experience, they're really bad at it. Like in my experience,
I never really experienced anything like. Only one time a girl was like, "Are you really 5'7"? I'm like, first of all, why would I lie about 5'7"? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Like I was like, let's meet in person and then you can see for yourself.
Like the only times in my experience where a girl is pretty much spot on about a guy's height is if she's that height or she has brothers that height.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know a lot of chicks are like 5'1", 5'2", who they think they're dating, quote unquote, are 6 feet or not 6 feet.
Oh no, that's for real. That's for real. No, those one time, I was chilling with one of my homegirls, and then like out of nowhere, like we were just like sitting in the living room, and she goes, "Hey, can you stand up real quick?" I'm like, all right, and then she stood next to me, and she goes, "How tall are you?" I'm like 5'7". I'm like, this guy for sure not 5'10". I'm like, what are you talking about? So I guess he put 5'10" on his profile, but then when they were hanging out, they were almost like similar heights. Yeah. So I think the dude was like 5'8".
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's a little Napoleon, right? Speaking of that, I think this following definition on urban, it's like kind of leans more towards a Napoleon complex, kind of, where it says a coping mechanism for men who sit on or below the average height scale, usually used in the presence of women in an attempt to prove worthiness, especially when real men are in the vicinity. Hey, first of all, short kings are real men, all right? We out here.
Some short kings so is girl. 100%.
Real? Let me see. Actually, you know what? Like my last ex's new boo is actually shorter than me. Yeah, that's facts. But hey,
probably so is girl, and he just tearing up, tapping this definition out on the Urban Dictionary at night. Look at the dislikes: 23 likes, 327 dislikes.
Oh,
it's not valid.
Yeah, okay, not valid. But you caught me though. I'd be slapping Drake in a dark bathroom.
What would you say is the benefits of being a short king?
Ooh. I think my biggest benefits, like, you know, I'm gonna stand this ground. I've talked to so many people about it, is fashion, for sure. I think like short kings or average height people will just look better in clothes. I think we could just like fit into it way better. It's so dope. Like, you know, I don't have to wear a size 14 shoe. You know, I'm 9.5. It sucks when I have to like, you know, try to cop on sneakers or just buy anything resale in general, but hey, I can generally wear anything I want with no like issues, right? Okay. Yeah. And I'm such a firm believer that anyone over 6'2" should not be allowed to wear denim.
Look goofy.
Yeah, it's too much denim. It is. All my examples are every NBA player ever. Like, period. Like, if you look at like all their fits and stuff, NBA outfits, it's kind of weird a little bit. All right, I'm not going to get into that. But whenever they rock the denim, I was like, yo, one sleeve can make 2 pairs of pants for me. That's for sure. I feel like for anyone over 6'2", hey, like cargos, sweatpants, that's cool. But if you're going to rock any type of slacks or even denim, you got to do the 3/4 cutoff. You got to do the trouser look. Yeah. Because I think it looks good. Yeah. It doesn't look like, oh, you're wearing like smaller clothes. I think proportionally, it just looks way better.
So you think symmetry-wise, proportion-wise?
No, facts, 100%. In terms of fashion, like our like silhouette, just is able to just fit into a lot of clothes. And you know, I feel like, you know, I've seen this before where it says like shorter people shouldn't wear like high tops or baggier clothes. I do not believe that. I think whatever you want to wear, like if you're just confident in it, you just rock it all. Because for me, I like the more oversized look. I like to wear baggy clothes. But sometimes I like to be more slender. And then I have both low tops and high tops. And actually for me, I prefer rocking more high tops and mid tops anyways. Mm-hmm. So I don't and then again, I just think you just look way better.
Yeah.
Like fashionably.
And then like fitness too. Like all the big bodybuilders, there's none of them are above like 5'10".
Yeah. Like I heard that before. Is that true? Like all like the Mr. Olympia? Yeah. Oh, like what's
Except
the average height?
He's over 6 feet, but
okay. But what's the average height for someone who's like hell into like the bodybuilding?
Like 5'8", 5'6", 5'8", yeah.
Why is that though? Why is that
proportionally? Mm-hmm. Right, you don't have like gigantic legs to fill.
Actually, as a skater, like this, like around this height is like the average consensus for all skaters. Yeah, anywhere from like 5'4" to like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
and I think it's because like you want a lower center of gravity. But there are pro skaters who are over 6 feet tall. But I think I've heard in this one podcast I like to follow called the Nine Club, where I think a lot of like knee and back issues are more prevalent, especially if you're skating stairs and there's a lot of impact going into your legs and your knees. So I think, yeah, as a skateboarder, like for sure, you want to be a little bit more shorter height.
Yeah, it says right here, average height for the Mr. Olympia winner is 5'7".
Guess who's like competing next year, baby? Look at that.
I mean, like, Arnold's an exception, but
yeah. Okay.
I think it's just like the.
Is it body ratio? Is it that why?
Because in order to make up for your tall legs, you gotta be so much wider.
Got you.
So much more mass. So I think I'm not a bodybuilder, so that's just my casual.
Do you think there's any like cons with being short? Like, what do you think is a negative?
I think dating.
Dating is probably a big one,
and we'll go into that another time. But
that will be an episode 2 topic with dating. But for sure, I think
especially in the West. Right? In the West. Like, just the apps. I feel like the apps exaggerate that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think just social media in general. Yeah. But I don't know. I think at the same time, there's a more like, I guess, height acceptance with general social media, especially with the rise of social media influencers. How everyone can just build their own platform, such as us. Subscribe, por favor. You already know. Where like we take matters into our own hands. Like there's no I guess new like set beauty standard.
Right.
Like you gotta be this height. Obviously, if you're a model for something, you want like whatever the brand is, they want to look for more slender, they want like, super pretty face, they probably want tall. But at the same time, going back to skateboarding, there are a lot of skaters who also model, right? And they're a little like shorter, but then because they look good and their proportions look good, that they could rock it. And I think at the same time, these brands have them model to also get the social media push.
Yeah.
Right. There's this one skater, his name is Lil Dre, and I think he's like about 5'5", 5'6". But yeah, he models for like Louis Vuitton. Okay. Yeah. I forgot. I think he's done Calvin before too. Another known like model skater is Evan Mock. He's also like, I think he's a little shorter maybe. But yeah, so there's those opportunities too. So I think when it's the blend of social media and just like general like populace, like what attracts people, I think there's more of acceptance of being just like any type of height.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's that much of a disadvantage. At least in my experience, I don't think I've ever had times where it's like, oh, you're too short.
I think that's a new thing though with social media, because before we had this, like let's say 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
The ideal kind of body image and height, it's what's in the media, like whatever.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Magazines and all that, and you don't really get a whole lot of quote unquote shorter guys. On that front, right? So everyone just kind of idolizes these taller men that look a certain way. But nowadays, there's money to be made.
Yeah. You get information literally everywhere. You know, any app on your phone,
I would argue that social media, the reason why these people are successful is because they're relatable.
Right.
But would you say they're the model? Like that's what like everyone strives to, like universally, like, you know, if you see a shorter influencer, right?
Okay.
Like you're just a regular guy, you wouldn't really be like, oh, I wish I was shorter, right?
Oh, yeah. I can see what you
It
mean.
goes up, right? So I think like they you know they're comfortable, like they're short kings. They made a name for themselves. They
but again, I don't think a lot of times it's very addressed,
right?
You know, where it's like, oh, like he's a like shorter guy or whatever.
But for sure, like in person dating, you know, just you know, the girls like over your height, that's a
yeah, for sure, especially like if you're trying to approach at a bar.
And I know a lot of girls don't give a crap, but
no,
there
that's
are
facts,
definitely a lot that do.
I think there's levels to, like, you know, and again, I think in terms of like when you're a short king, like you don't let like that height, you know, affect your game.
No,
you know, you just
kind of roll with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are definitely just advantages. Same with like not even just dating, like in the professional sense, right?
Yeah.
Just being shorter, you have to kind of prove to people more that you're kind of the authority in that room.
Oh, you know, actually, I do feel like that sometimes. Yeah, where like I feel like I need to convey my confidence in order to show like my work ethic, my professionalism.
Right.
Totally agree to that.
Especially in like in our field, especially, right? Like if you're a little bit smaller in the fitness / health field, it matters quite a bit.
I also think if we're talking about just our field, I also think it's because I'm very like young Asian in the face. Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah, and maybe it's also my personality too. I'm like a little too relaxed. I have no professional mode, bro. It's like once they understand like my work ethic, once they know that I know how to do my job properly, like my personality just immediately leaks in, and I just start talking about whatever.
It's all good. Do
you think there's any type of like biases related to the height in terms of like media and I guess society, and I guess for us short kings, like in relations to like girls?
What do you mean? How they portray?
Like no one really talks about like short people like that, right?
Not unless you're way short, like like you know.
Let's put this on the table. Like I feel like
handicap sticker short. Then they
exactly. Like,
no one. Let's just say no one talks about the average, right?
Exactly.
It's the extremes.
Exactly. Right? Like no, like being short or being average height is never really highlighted.
Right.
Whereas like we're just gonna put this on the table. Like whereas now, sexuality is being highlighted. Body acceptance is being highlighted. Right.
Yeah.
But there's never anything, I guess, in relation to like, oh yeah, like, oh, he's short. He's only 5'5", and he's like reaching these aerial heights.
There's no movement to like, get these people more included in society, which I think is fine. Like
I think it's fine too, because like I've never like, you know, looked at any type of media. Actually, no, I'm hella lying on that one. I was about to say I never looked at any media where like I see someone like average height and be like, oh yeah, like that's kind of like similar to I see similarities.
And it's like it's a double whammy.
I'm totally like that.
It's a double whammy for us too, because we're Asians, right? We're already not super represented, and then shorter Asians are.
Oh,
like, you know, like you get those rare ones here and there, like it's a short one, like Jet Li, someone, right?
Oh,
back in the day, right? Like you know, stuff like that. But
actually, general, I think a good example of that is K-pop.
Yeah.
A lot of the
but
K-pop
that's emerging now. You know,
it's now, but then a lot of the K-pop stars aren't very tall.
No,
they're all very average height. Like Jay Park, I know, walk next to him. He's about my height, like 5'6", 5'7". Yeah, and then you look at other people who are similar height, like probably Taeyang or anyone of BTS. I think they're also of average height, which I think like for them, at least for all the K-pop males, they're at least pushing, you know, the short king energy.
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah, I know that. Neither do we.
It's the population there, you know?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the East and the West in terms of, I mean, obviously people there are a little bit shorter in the East, right? But I know you go back to the Philippines quite a bit, right? What is your experience there in terms of your height compared to other people there?
Dude, I am not a short king in the Philippines. That shit blew my mind.
You like LeBron?
Like, yo, holy. I'm low-key like Matumbo in the film. No, I'm not like that. But no, that's for real. Like, I think in the Philippines they're a lot like shorter. Oh no, not a lot. Like a couple inches shorter. Like the last time I was in the Philippines, I was in line at McDonald's, and I was in the back of the line, and literally I was taller than everyone else. Like I was able to see the cash register lady and the menu. It's like I've never experienced this before. But I guess yeah, like and then you go more on like the Western culture. Like I have also traveled to Europe where I'm for sure short. Yeah. I went to the gym there and pretty much like everyone was a minimum of 5'10".
Yeah.
5'10" to 6 feet. I'm just like, all right, now I feel the shortness a little bit. But again, like it's cool.
Yeah. Would you think like a quote unquote short king would thrive more in the East?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
they already don't have that insecurity.
Right,
so
right.
When they're elevated physically, right?
Yeah. So now it's all based on like talent and looks.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I totally get that. But now that I think about it, like, would a short king be accepted like, in Europe or in the more Western? Like, do you think so?
Like a short king or just a short person? I don't think a short person would do well in the country where
Nah, we talk about short kings over here.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly, right? Now you've seen someone like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Probably one of the top short king celebs out right now, just like super hustle, like obviously, in his comedy he'll talk about his height, but in general, just how he navigates through life and like the media, like he super runs with it, multi-millionaire, just be killing the game.
Yeah. You think there are any kind of career opportunities that being short, eliminates you from?
Eliminates
other than being like a fireman or
NBA player.
Exactly. It's like normal everyday people job.
Oh, normal jobs. Oh, that's tough because I feel like I don't have a normal job, so, so I can't really think. Let's see. No, not really. I'm
like you ever just go out and then you're like,
I can't do
this
that job.
person. This person can't do that job because they're short.
Because they're short.
Yeah. You think like a shorter, like a 5'1" bartender would have issues looking over the counter?
Oh, no. I've seen
no, I know that, but yeah, like stuff like that. That's a bad example.
No.
You don't go out and you're like, if this person was 3 inches taller, they could do their job.
Yeah, maybe like any profession where they have to hold a sign really high. Whatever job that is. Oh, those people that are in the corners and then they always like wave the signs.
Oh, when they're like flipping the.
Yeah. Even though I've seen short people do it, I think a taller person. I don't know. Like I think like that's a really like. What do you think?
Police, like law enforcement.
Oh,
because you're like supposed to be this commanding authority.
Yeah,
right? And if you're not as tall, it's tougher for people to take you seriously.
Right. Okay, actually, I totally agree with that. If you're taller. And obviously, if you're like, well built, you have a level of authority. So, and if you're a short king, and I guess if you're a short king and you're a policeman, you have to be kind of like heavy set. You gotta.
Oh, I've seen them.
You gotta
Asian
be hugged.
brothers.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You gotta like.
Yeah.
Like you gotta look hella good under the uniform. You feel me? So, no, for sure. And then again, it's the way you convey yourself. You can't be a policeman short. And be acting hella beta.
Right.
You're under romance. Like, can you imagine that?
I think it'd be the opposite. Like, right? You talk about like a Napoleon policeman, he'd just be freaking trigger finger.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Or automatic cuffs or automatic step out of the vehicle type.
Exactly.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess for you, what are like 3 short kings that come to mind? Like celebs, influencers.
You already got one of them already.
What's one?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's facts.
Kevin Hart, number 1. And then number 2, I like comedians. Ken Jeong.
Oh, Leslie Chen. That's his name in Hangover, right?
Hangover guy, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that's facts.
I mean, like, look at his career path. He was a doctor, and then kind of against all regular, not odds, just like expectations for like a Korean doctor. Like,
and
he started his,
and that's inspiring for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that something you're trying to do? Because you're a doctor.
I'm a doctor. I'm not that funny though. And then I talked about the last one too, like because he was always like Jet Li was always like growing up, watching all those movies.
Is he short?
He's short. He's like 5'7", 5'6".
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up his height right now.
He is definitely short.
What if he's 6'1", dude?
He is not 6'1", dude. I've seen him.
Oh, he's 5'6". Okay,
I've seen him in real life. He's 5'6". I was in Hong Kong. No.
Oh, you've seen him in real life. Yeah. Oh, okay, so he's short.
Yeah, he's short. Okay.
No, I get that.
Like he was He was in a lot of movies for a while when I was growing up in the 2000s. Remember the one where he was fighting all the other
guys?
guys?
Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. Yeah. No, for sure. I think for me, I'm really into music, so I always pay attention to any artists that are my height. So years ago, I actually got to work with the Migos on one of their earlier music videos, Chinatown. And Offset wasn't there. This is when Offset was still, I guess, in jail, like doing some time for a little bit. So I got to meet Quavo and Takeoff, rest in peace. And they were both like similar height to me. And then the fact that I saw like the genesis of their career up until like, like Aerial Heights, and where they're like, one of the top like rap groups in the world. Like it's pretty amazing. I think that's pretty dope. I'm big into R&B, so two Short King R&B artists. One would be Miguel. I know Miguel is my height, 5'7". I think it's super dope. I think, when you have an unbelievable talent to just sing, just trumps the height, and then you could just sing your way through everything. Another R&B Short King legend, Usher. He's like 5'8".
Yeah, like I went to Lover and Friends a month ago.
Yeah.
So like when I think their stage presence was like it didn't
exactly.
It doesn't matter when you're on stage.
Yeah. And then proportionally, like if you just like I guess like stand up straight, have good posture, and just have good energy.
And Usher's like a sex icon.
Exactly. So there you go. Oh, third R&B. You can't forget about another Short King dude right behind me. hey, right here. You can't forget about Omarion, bro. It's automatic Short King energy when you can. That's facts, dude. I seen him one time at a bar too, just hella random. I was just with the homie. We were just like drinking some beers, and then we stepped out real quick, just to smoke a joint, and then I went, "Yo, I think that's Omarion." I was like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, and then out of nowhere, he just randomly just walks out of the bar, just like passes us, like looks around, and then walks around, turns back, and then walks back into the bar. We're just like, "What was that about?"
You sure he wasn't scouting for height? Checking everyone's height out.
Just to see what's up, seeing what's up.
Just kidding.
But I think in terms of like media presence or just like on camera, I really believe that you can look a little taller on camera. And that's facts. Like if you go on my Instagram, I look like I'm 5'10". I look like whatever like your actual height is. Right. And then you go back to these artists, like Usher, Miguel, or even Omarion. You look at their music videos, and you can't really tell until you're very conscious of it. Because now, whenever I look back, I'm like, oh, I could definitely see it for sure.
But it doesn't affect their craft.
No, not at all. They be killing the game, which is what's up.
So, do you think money has anything to do with that confidence?
I think money has to do with everything.
So let's start here. So, other than self-confidence, right?
Okay.
What do you think a Short King? Other qualities? Give me like 2 or 3 more.
Other qualities
that makes you a Short King compared to just being short or like a
aside from confidence or
from confidence.
Oh, wait, ask that question again. Like for some reason my mind went blank. I was like, wait, hold on.
Give me 2 more qualities that
a Short King
that only a Short King has.
Better swag. I already said it.
That kind of ties into confidence. So I'm like,
you think so?
Character traits. I think self-improvement is one of them. Like always striving to.
Oh, just the hunger.
Not really the hunger, just constantly trying to improve because you can't improve your height, right?
Yeah. So you try to prove like a lot of other
but
things,
but not to the point where you're overcompensating.
Yeah.
So there's a really fine line.
Oh, so just being driven.
Yeah. Business, it could be. I think businesses for sure. Like
you
can't be a Short King broke. I'm sorry. Like
that's
you're just a king. You're just short, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be. I'm not saying you have to own your own business, right?
Right.
You have to be financially stable.
Right. Yeah.
Physically, I think you should do something, right? You don't have to lift in the gym. You can do any kind of physical activity that pushes your personal boundaries.
Yeah. And so self-care,
self-improvement, right?
Oh,
financially, they gotta be solid.
Yeah, you just gotta be striving for it, man. You got the hustle. I guess it's the hunger. It's, it's just like I guess there's like an innate want for us Short Kings to just like strive to be the best.
But taller people have that too. Right?
Yeah, but like
I feel like
feel like taller people do have an easier way to, I guess, negotiate and navigate through like any type of business deals or stepping into like any type of door of opportunity.
Kind of.
Name a short businessman then that you're like, all right, this is
what he's
Like he hustled through it, and then and he's the short king.
Most businessmen are shorter. Like
what
who? What about all the billionaires in China? Like you have. I don't think he's a billionaire. Who's the Alibaba guy? I think he got arrested. He got all his stuff confiscated.
I don't know.
Yeah, but a lot of the people I work with are like from Hong Kong, and they're all like businessmen, right?
Right.
They're all short.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So like those people, they have no problem.
What about America?
America, same thing.
Let's go like the richest person in the world right now, Elon Musk. Let's see what his height is. Elon Musk a short king? What do you think?
I think he's over 6 feet.
See, 6'1".
Yeah.
See, and that's why he's the richest man.
Jeff Bezos is 5'7".
Yeah, he is. Let's go, baby. 5'7" club. There you go. There's no way, dude. It's also there's no way Mark Zuckerberg is 5'7".
So I'm telling you.
That's crazy. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg is 5'7".
It doesn't matter in Silicon Valley.
Oh, for sure it doesn't matter. You're sitting down like on a computer the whole time, like, coding. And then when that blows my mind.
When they're on stage, you're the only one there. Like they're not.
That's true. That's true. Right? For a Filipino with a big forehead, Mark Zuckerberg also has a big head. Like, look at this picture. It doesn't look like he's 5'7".
It's like Mega Mind.
He got that Peyton Manning forehead.
Please don't cancel us. We're on all his platforms.
Oh, that's facts. That's right. Yeah. Hey, but Mark Zuckerberg, we love you.
Just kidding.
Hey, yeah.
Just kidding.
I also love the movie Social Network. Great movie.
Okay, so how would you? Let's say you're giving advice, right? Someone who's just insecure about their height. Okay. They don't know where to go. Based on the traits that you outlined to the path to become a short king. Right. What's step one?
I think step one should definitely be to improve physical appearance. So self-care is definitely, this is with anybody too, but to address just the short kings in general, self-care is definitely number one. So have a good skincare routine, nice haircut, very proper haircut. Get yourself a fade, good lineup. Or if you rock the long hair, just make sure it's like taken care of really well. Use conditioner. I had to learn that when I bleached my hair. Like there's gonna be people who's gonna like talk smack about this, but before I bleached my hair, I was a big Head and Shoulders person. That's like the most guy thing ever, I know, but now I use purple shampoo and conditioner. All right, chill. So self-care, just keep yourself like clean, like just well presentable the whole time. And then also after that, after self-care, self-improvement, just like work on your swag, work on your fashion. Again, you don't need to lean into streetwear. You can go more like soft boy look. You can go more professional. I guess, yeah. Just don't look a little too tattered up.
You don't like the Hanes t-shirt with the basketball shorts look?
No.
Socks and slippers.
I mean, okay.
What if that's their confidence? Okay. What if they could rock that? Are they a short king?
If they could rock that, for sure. I also think I'm a big brand person, so I think one, if it's a Hanes tee, that shit gotta be like decently ironed. It can't be wrinkly. Okay. There can't be no like random jizz stain. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to see some random like liquid sand. Like, I don't even know what that is.
What if there's a Supreme logo on there?
I'd be doing that. You're talking about me, bro? Like, come on. I'd be rocking that all day. But again, like my shit's iron. It looks good. I like to keep myself presentable.
Look good, feel good.
Hell yeah. Look at you just put I see how you did that. No, that's not. Kelvin's trying to quote my website. No, it's when you move better, you feel better. Get out of here, bro. Mobility all day, all right? So so I think that's one thing, like self-care, improving your style. And I think next after that is just making small steps to improve your confidence. Just being able to, I don't think like if you want to just step into like talking about girls again, we're gonna go into dating for episode two. But
no, we don't have to go into that. What about just
I think it's just general interaction. Like there's so many ways that you can
with people in general.
In general. Like for example, you can figure out how to do very, very small banter when you buy groceries. Because all the time it's always like, oh hey, how's it going? Like, oh, doing well. Like, how about yourself? And it's like, oh yeah, doing good. Like, you don't need to continue the convo from that. You don't need to converse with every single cash register person, but just small things like that is one.
What if you say thanks you too when they give you your food?
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Oh, like the movies.
I've done that. Or when you check into the gym, have a good workout. Thanks you too.
I'm leaving. The movies is the big one. Like, oh, enjoy the movie. Yeah. Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, so being conscious of that. So there's that one too.
So like if you do that, just laugh about it.
Who cares? Exactly.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Funny. Yeah. So I guess like don't really try to sit in your head too much and overthink things in terms of like, oh, like did I do this right? Do I do this wrong? Just roll with the punches, go with the flow.
It's like the eyeball effect, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're like insecure, you think the whole world's watching your every move.
Yeah.
But no one cares.
Yeah. So if something goes awry, something doesn't go your way, hey, it's cool to feel embarrassed, but you have to laugh about it. You have to just look about it. So the way I deal with it, like, if I have any type of embarrassing thing or if I said something like a little left field or out of pocket, like if I say something, I just mean to say, oh yeah, my bad. Or I just ask like, hey, is this cool? But I don't let it really sit in me like, oh man. Speaking of embarrassing moments, my camera died. Dude,
it's all good. We'll roll with the punches. Please subscribe so we can buy new cameras.
Exactly. Come on, man. Let's get that YouTube money, please. Oh man, I was so bummed when the camera died. Yeah, but where did we leave off? We left off on just talking about like self-improvement. I guess not dwelling in your
embarrassing moments,
insecurities. Again, mistakes happen. Like just life.
Do you think it's easier to kind of assimilate at first if you don't have a whole lot of social interaction? Just kind of
assimilate
mimic other people, right? Because a lot about being. I consider self-confidence, right? It's the individuality that comes with it, right?
Yeah.
But before that needs to happen, you need to know, just be one of you guys. At least you're out there, right?
No, that's facts. And I think my biggest advice for that, like if you're trying to mimic someone's energy, mimic someone's like style or anything else, is to only take factors that you like, that you want to implement within yourself and not be a carbon copy.
Right.
Yeah, because like let's say for example, like you like Travis Scott's music and you also like his merch, like but you don't want to like fully.
Oh no! Top to bottom.
Yeah. Can you imagine Kelvin in like the braids?
No, that's facts. Yeah.
Exactly. So you
elements. You take elements.
Exactly. You want to take elements from it, especially the confidence thing. Like if you're chilling around with like some boys with like really really confident energy, and then someone says something that you hear like, oh, like that's pretty good. I'm gonna take notes. Try to make that my own. Yeah. Do you have an example of that? I'm trying to think of like something where like I heard something and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use that too. Actually, this is like a total rant that I've never used this, but in theory, I want to use this. But have you ever watched the Jamie Foxx show?
No.
So Jamie Foxx used to have a show in the 90s, a sitcom, right? I think this is just a fire line, though. I don't think I'll ever use this. Well, one, because I don't have a girlfriend, but but also, so his love interest, Franny, or I think Francesca, there was one episode where it ends, and then he gives her a ring box, and then she takes it like, oh my god, and then she opens it, and it's empty, and she looks to Jamie Foxx like, there's nothing in it, and then he goes, but when the time's right, we'll fill it. I'm like, that's hella good.
I think that'll get you slapped.
You think so?
If you present someone the ring box,
but you gotta be smooth like Jamie Foxx. Really?
That's true.
You think you think
was he on his knees?
No.
No, it was just like a regular guy.
Yeah. They worked at a hotel, so it was at a hotel lobby.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought he was like.
No. He wasn't on his knees. It was just like a casual, like here,
Oh, here's it. Okay.
Yeah. So you think that line should stay in the 90s then?
I think so.
Oh man.
Well, okay, so what's step 2? Right. Let's say you're okay. Let's start from. I am terrified to go outside, right?
Okay.
Because I think I'm lame.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to talk to me. I'm short.
Right.
You go improve your swag. You get your style ready.
Right.
You start going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Hygiene's good. Got a fresh cut.
Yeah.
Step 2.
Automatically, I think just doing that in general already adds some points to your self-confidence. Mm-hmm. So you just feel good within yourself.
Does it though when you're still alone?
I guess.
Tough. That's tough.
It's tough. It's
you're
tough.
isolated.
Yeah.
Let's say you have absolutely no friends.
Mm-hmm.
Right? because I know people like that.
Yeah.
So when you're doing all this stuff you're not really doing it for confidence.
Well,
you're just doing it
I guess in terms of socializing, probably no. But in terms of self-confidence, I think if you just work on yourself, like self-care and then self-improvement, you definitely, will feel good about yourself. You want to conquer something. You want to achieve something, right? You're just like, like you can't have like a dope fit or a dope cut and just stay inside.
A lot of people do.
All right. Yeah,
I never leave the house.
All right. That's true. So I guess what step 2 is, if you really don't have any friends, I feel like a bar or a club is a little too jumping into that type of situation.
Do not do that.
On social media, there's literally groups for everything, especially Facebook, niche groups. If you're into basketball, there's like localized basketball groups. If you're religious, I know I have a friend who does this. There's like, Catholic youth groups.
Right.
If you're into like gaming, League of Legends, what's the game that's popular? I'm not really a gamer. What's popping? Or Diablo. I see Diablo trending a lot. Call of Duty, I guess. Yeah. So you can do that. Yeah. And do you think you can use Call of Duty as a way to interact and socialize better? You just talk shit on there, right?
I wouldn't say the stuff you say in the lobby outside.
Oh yeah, obviously, obviously. But there's like a level of camaraderie.
At least talking to someone online, there, you add each other as friends.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
You have a friend, like our friend the other day, the two guys we saw.
They
were
met
online friends.
Through, exactly. So I guess like through online campaigns, you can make friends.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think should be the step 2 if they're trying to build their confidence, try to get out in the world, try to talk to people?
Just personally, like when I moved to a new location where I didn't know anyone, right? I didn't do the Facebook group thing. That wasn't a thing back then.
Okay.
Right. So all I did was I just went to places like, I enjoy working out. I used to enjoy working out a lot, right? So at the gym. Right?
Yeah. But you wouldn't say you're a social butterfly, but you would.
I'm not.
You would be able to socialize if you had to. Or were you not always like this much of a short king? Like, were you kind of shy and timid? That
I was more shy.
So were you forcing yourself to get into these like situations?
I don't know.
Environments.
I just find interaction exhausting.
Right.
So it takes quite a bit out of me, but I could do it.
Right.
But I do know guys that are terrified.
Right.
Of talking to people. Right. They wouldn't even like go up and ask for a pack of ketchup at In-N-Out. That kind of.
Oh.
Yeah. Like that kind of.
I do know someone like that too.
Yeah. So for them, I think it's just. I don't think it's about finding the hobbies they like, because the hobbies they like might not be the most like social thing.
Yeah.
Those people.
Got you.
Like,
so what did you do? I cut you off. What did you do?
I just went to the gym, right? I went to the gym and then I made friends at the gym.
Yeah.
Because I'm small town. Town. And then became really good friends there. They introduced me to their circle.
Yeah. And then is it as easy as like, like, hey, is it cool if I work in this machine with you? Or is it cool if I like, how many more sets you got?
Nah, I don't think it's like that. It's just like you start seeing familiar people there day to day.
And you just say
you
what's
make eye
up.
contact, you say what's up.
It
becomes like you get the head nod.
Yep.
And
okay.
Eventually you guys go, hey, I see you here around.
Yeah, what's good? Okay.
And then you build friends that way. They introduce you to others.
Yeah.
I think like for dudes like that, the number one thing is like just
getting into environments,
a circle.
Right?
Yeah. Somewhat of a circle. And then hopefully they have girls in there. Don't like go freaking hit on those girls, right? Befriend them.
Right.
So you get practice. To how to interact with like females and stuff.
So just be friendly, just know how to socialize.
Friendly, be like, even if you're not like that, mimic people's behavior, I would say.
All right, for people that don't want to be a gym rat, they don't want to like get into, I guess, into a gym 4 to 5 times a week. What other like, I guess, places around that someone can go into that type of social circle?
Like friendly.
That can just interact and stuff.
You're gonna hate my answer. Go to a rave.
Oh no!
Go to a rave.
Dude, I already said bar and club is a little too extreme. And you say rave?
No. It's different.
You say rave, dog?
It's different. There are so many solo ravers when I go, like, and they would just, it's everyone's on their party favors. Everyone's on their party favors. They're friendly.
I don't know, bro.
I think so.
The only reason why I'm a hater is because I do not do EDM at all, and I don't hate on it. Okay, I don't hate on the lifestyle at all. Like, it looks fun. it's just not me. It's just not for me. That's why I'm like, there's no way. But why do you think a rave? Like,
because everyone's hella friendly there.
Okay, so that you can
like
just...
you could, and the lines are long, man. Like waiting for the bathroom might be like 20 minutes. Getting water is like another 20 minutes. Right?
Okay,
so you're literally stuck in an environment where you're with people.
All right,
and like every time I go, I've made new friends, met new people, and stuff like that. And I'm not like the most.
So what if they don't like EDM like me? What if they're just like me?
There's other like concerts and like rock. There's like rock music.
So
brings
music.
people together.
No, yeah. Okay, facts.
For me, it's just
so go to a music event.
Correct.
Yeah. So let's downsize this, because a rave, it's like, I feel like that's a lot. You know?
Okay.
Like okay, it can be friendly.
Yeah.
But a rave is a whole thing. You know, and usually raves, like especially festivals, are a 2 to 3 day event. You know.
I guess to invest in that.
A small show. If we had to downsize for music events, small venue shows. That you could just interact. And again, you know, if you feel like good within yourself to just go into a bar or a club, personally for me, like I wouldn't go solo dolo.
I wouldn't.
That's just like the weirdest situation.
It's already intimidating walking in.
Yeah. But if you already have homies, you know, just go out there, and then just try to feed off each other's energy, you know, just trying to be, you know, go out about it. You might have one homie that is the confident one. You could just take notes. Yeah. And sometimes if they get too drunk and you're the chill one, girls are gonna mess with you. It's like, oh man, like this guy's more leveled out, chill. Which has happened to me so many times. Because I have homies that, you know, like their Riz is up, right? But when they got like a little too much Hennessy in the system, you know, they're just like hella loud and just like
too sloppy.
Exactly. Sloppy. Like, hey, what's up, girl? You know, I'm like this. And then I'm just over here. I'm still chill mode. Like, if I'm turned, like I'm loud, but I'm still chill. I'm like, hey, don't mind them. And then the girls will be like, oh no, but you're cool though. I'm like, I am cool.
But you didn't drop the thanks, you too.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Not even that, just like you go. Enjoy the movie. Wait, hold on. My bad.
I still think a club with bar. Maybe I don't know about a club. It's way too loud.
Yeah, that's too much. Like you can't really socialize. Really, you have to yell hella loud. Yeah, even just asking for your drink.
Yeah. I don't know about the clubs, but maybe there's some Riz God out there that could do
But I will definitely agree with you. A music event. You can definitely like interact with people, and I'll go as far as a rave.
If you like EDM,
go to a rave is way more friendly and sociable. Because I've been to a hip hop show, and like a lot of times
they're not like that.
People are just either chiefing it up or I mean you can have fun with people in the pit. But in terms of like making friends and stuff, maybe, but it's probably least likely. But every time I hear any friend tells me about like their rave experience, like it's always like a good time, and you always just end up like following each other.
You go to the porta potty. There's some girl palm reading you while you're waiting for your group.
That happened to you?
Yeah, and then she talk about
what did she say?
She's like, oh, like your path here, like it looks like it leads to a lot of harmony. And I was like, bro.
Oh, I was like, okay, all right.
And then she was just like, they're friendly though. They're friendly.
They didn't ask for your zodiac.
I don't even know my zodiac.
What? You're after me, right?
Yeah.
So you're a Cancer.
I'm Cancer.
Yeah, I'm the most red flag out of all zodiacs, dude. I'm a Gemini. I don't know why.
I don't know astrology, dude.
Me either. Apparently, I'm two-faced. I don't feel it, but it's all good. Hey, I got both Kendrick and Kanye as Geminis, and they're both short kings.
There you go.
So that's about it.
So any wrap-up advice for our
new listeners and then our new short kings trying to come up in the game? Just work on yourself, man. Do you? That's it. And then Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just in general, just all across the board, short king or not, have that good self-care routine, skincare routine, super important.
Yeah.
Minimum 5 steps.
The Ordinary.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, just
take care of yourself. Just be hygienic. Don't smell bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, everything. Just make sure you're very presentable, and it'll go a long way.
Yeah, and just honestly, just copy. Like if you don't know what to do, right? Don't just kind of copy what other people are doing.
Yeah,
until you're.
But don't absolutely be a clone, because then it's just like it's just too obvious, right? Take factors.
Like you got a clone here.
Shut up. Anyways, yeah, just take little like like, oh, I like how like those clothes look on that person. Let me implement that. I like how like this person conveys like their humor, their confidence. I'm gonna take a little bit of that too.
Don't be doing that Spider-Man meme like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that.
So yeah, any last words for you?
No. We're gonna be doing episode 2, so that one's gonna be more on
dating
specifically. Yeah. So tune in for that.
Tune in for that. New episodes every Wednesday. You already know. And again, we would greatly appreciate it if you would just subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk. You can follow us both on our personal @the chat at Dr. Sixpack. It is what it is. Real quick before we just end this episode, if you look at our logo, if you haven't noticed, we are rocking the outfits in our logo. So if you see me, I got gold chain, white tee. Let me bring my leg over. I got the Boro denim with the Travis 270s. What's good with it?
Got the silver.
Exactly.
Right? And these are lost and found. These are actual.
Oh, yeah. You brought out the Chicago's. Oh, flexing on them. Flexing on them. All right, y'all. We hope you enjoyed episode 1. That's about it.
That's a wrap.
Gang, gang.
Next time. Peace.
Hey.